Welcome to the future of gardening, fellow green thumbs. If you've ever felt limited by poor soil, small spaces, or the constraints of traditional gardening, you're about to discover a game-changing approach that's revolutionizing how we grow food at home. Hydroponics and the incredibly simple Kratky method are opening doors for urban dwellers, apartment renters, and anyone who wants to grow fresh produce year-round without a single handful of dirt. Understanding hydroponics, the science behind soil-free growing. Hydroponics is essentially the art and science of growing plants in nutrient-rich water instead of soil. Think of it as giving your plants exactly what they need when they need it, without the guesswork that comes with traditional soil gardening. In nature, soil acts as a medium that holds nutrients and water for plant roots to access, but in hydroponic systems, we deliver these essentials directly to the roots through carefully balanced water solutions. The magic happens because plants don't actually need soil to thrive, they need the nutrients, water, and oxygen that soil typically provides. When we eliminate soil from the equation, we gain incredible control over the growing environment. Your plants receive precisely the right amount of nutrients, water is used more efficiently, and you can grow crops in spaces where traditional gardening would be impossible. The benefits extend far beyond convenience. Hydroponic gardens typically grow 25 to 30% faster than soil-based plants because the roots don't have to work as hard to find nutrients. You'll use up to 90% less water than traditional gardening because the system recirculates rather than letting water drain away. Space efficiency is remarkable too. You can grow vertically, pack plants closer together, and even set up systems on balconies, windowsills, or basements with artificial lighting. For beginners looking to dip their toes into hydroponic growing, the Kratky method is absolutely perfect. Named after Dr. Bernard Kratky, who developed this passive system at the University of Hawaii, this approach requires no electricity, no pumps, and no complicated equipment. It's hydroponics stripped down to its essence, making it incredibly accessible for anyone wanting to start growing without soil. The Kratky method works on a beautifully simple principle. As plants grow and consume water, the water level in your container naturally drops, creating an air gap that provides oxygen to the developing roots. The lower roots stay submerged in nutrient solution while the upper roots access oxygen from the airspace. This natural balance creates ideal growing conditions without any mechanical intervention. Setting up your first Kratky system is surprisingly straightforward. You'll need a light-proof container. This could be a clean plastic bucket, storage tote, or even large mason jars for smaller plants. The key is ensuring no light penetrates the container, as light exposure will cause algae growth that competes with your plants for nutrients. Dark-colored containers work well, or you can wrap clear containers with aluminum foil or dark tape. Start by selecting an appropriately sized container for your chosen plants. Lettuce and herbs do well in quart-sized mason jars, while larger plants like tomatoes need at least 3 to 5 gallon containers. Alright, so before you get started, make sure to clean your container thoroughly using a diluted bleach solution. Then, rinse it completely to ensure there's absolutely no residue left behind that could harm your plants. This step is super important for keeping your system healthy. Next up, you'll want to create openings in your container lid to fit net pots. These are those small plastic containers with slotted sides that actually hold your plants and the growing medium. If you're using mason jars, you can usually find lids made specifically for hydroponics, or if you prefer, you can carefully cut holes in regular lids. Just take your time with this part. Now let's talk about your growing medium. This stuff basically supports your plants and protects their roots. Some popular choices are rock wool, expanded clay pebbles, perlite, or coco coir. Each one has its own perks. Rock wool is sterile and holds moisture really well. Clay pebbles offer great drainage and you can reuse them, and coco coir is organic and sustainable. Just remember, you should avoid using regular potting soil or garden soil since those can introduce harmful bacteria and don't drain properly in hydroponic systems. The heart of any hydroponic system lies in the nutrient solution. Plants need macronutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, plus micronutrients including iron, calcium, and magnesium. Commercial hydroponic nutrient solutions take the guesswork out of this process, providing balanced nutrition in concentrated form that you simply mix with water according to package directions. pH levels are crucial for nutrient uptake. Most plants prefer a slightly acidic solution between 5.5 and 6.5 pH. You can test pH using digital meters, test strips, or liquid test kits. If your water is too alkaline, add pH down solution, and if it's too acidic, use pH up. Many municipal water sources work well for hydroponics, but if your water is heavily chlorinated, let it sit out overnight to allow chlorine to evaporate before mixing nutrients. Plant selection makes a significant difference in your success with the Kratky method. Leafy greens like lettuce, spinach, kale, and chard are excellent choices because they have relatively small root systems and grow quickly. Herbs including basil, cilantro, parsley, and mint thrive in Kratky systems and provide continuous harvests. For those wanting to try fruiting plants, cherry tomatoes, peppers, and strawberries can work well in larger containers, though they require more attention to nutrient levels and support structures. Once your system is running, monitoring becomes key to continued success. Check water levels regularly, especially as plants mature and consume more water. Unlike traditional watering where you add water when soil feels dry, hydroponic systems need consistent nutrient solution levels. As water evaporates and plants consume nutrients, you'll need to add fresh nutrient solution to maintain proper levels. Temperature control affects both plant growth and nutrient solution stability. Most plants prefer air temperatures between 65 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit, while nutrient solution temperatures should stay between 60 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Higher temperatures can lead to root rot and algae problems, while lower temperatures slow plant growth. In hot climates, consider insulating your containers or moving them to shadier locations during peak summer heat. Lighting requirements vary by plant type and growing location. If you're growing near a sunny window, most leafy greens will receive adequate natural light. For indoor growing or low-light situations, LED grow lights provide energy-efficient illumination. Ready to start your soil-free growing journey? The beauty of hydroponics lies in its accessibility. You can start small with a single mason jar on your windowsill and expand from there. Remember, every expert gardener started with their first seedling, and hydroponic growing offers some of the most rewarding and fastest results you'll find in gardening. Don't forget to subscribe to Smart Garden for more innovative growing techniques, and share this guide with fellow gardeners who are ready to discover the amazing world of soil-free growing. Your urban jungle awaits, and it's going to be more productive and beautiful than you ever imagined.